Psychological safety, building the environment. Every company wants to have an environment of psychological safety, just like everyone wants to be fit. The challenge is to accept the amount of work that this takes and that needs to be done every day. Both fitness and having psychologically safe environments, they take time and dedication to create. I look at psychological safety from two different directions. One, building my own psychological safety, which I can take anywhere. And two, building an environment of psychological safety for the people around me. The people around me could be my team, company stakeholders, or even my family. In this video, we'll be talking about the second direction, building an environment of psychological safety for the people around us. The following are the ingredients that I've seen repeatedly in environments of high psychological safety. The fastest way for this to be implemented is if the team lead or manager does the work. The further away someone is from individual contributors, the harder this becomes. And I've never seen HR be successful at implementing this outside of their own teams. To build the environment, we start with a baseline. And here's what that looks like. First of all, the team lead or manager needs to have their own sense of psychological safety. This doesn't have to be perfect, but they can't be completely insecure. And then the lead needs to understand that their most important role is to help the team operate better. The lead doesn't have to start off knowing how to do it, but they need to understand this mental model, that their job is to improve the team's performance. Team lead also needs to be patient. People won't magically feel psychologically safe just because it's mandated. This is a change that's tiny increments repeated daily. And you have to be curious and personally interested in your people. This is an exercise in being human. You can't create a video game or a mobile app or even an AI chatbot that will help people improve their psychological safety. Lots of people are fearless when they play video games, but they're actually too timid to even raise their hand in a team meeting. And we have to recognize that team leaders are not trusted by the individual contributors. Neither the team leads nor the execs are actually trusted by the individual contributors. And it's not necessarily the fault of the leads or the executives. It's just that people have heard all kinds of stories, all kinds of horror stories about bad leadership and bad management. Having said that, it is your job to fix this. If you want to become a trusted manager or team lead, you need to do the work and build a psychologically safe environment. And by the way, the benefit of all this is dramatically improved team performance. So here's the behaviors of someone who is aspiring to do this. First of all, you have to be looking for places of friction inside your team. Now, I found that doing this with one-on-ones to be the most effective. And in these one-on-ones, I really want to give the people on my team a chance to complain. Sometimes those complaints are actually about me, or if you're the team lead, it might be about you. And when that happens, we can't afford to get defensive. We have to be able to hear the complaint and then figure out how to either remove or lubricate the problem. Over the years, we've found ways to change schedules, to improve tools, to buy new equipment, to help people switch their roles inside the organization, and even change company policies for the benefit of the people on our teams. We've even persuaded executives to change their language so that they sound more credible out in the marketplace. The second thing that you want to do as a behavior is you never want to come across as the smartest person in the room. As the team leader or manager, you should be encouraging your people to share their ideas and not trying to showcase your own. Be the last to speak on a topic, or maybe don't even speak at all. Let the team show their brilliance. If they're all clearly stumped, then sure, you can contribute. But this should be a card that you rarely play. And then focus on the shy people. Extroverts have an easy time speaking up during team meetings. They're happy to share ideas, even if they aren't the best ideas. The shy, quiet introverts are often going to be the smartest people on your teams. And getting them to feel comfortable contributing in meetings is a giant level up in performance. Ask them for their thoughts and ideas during one-on-ones. See if they can start sharing new and different solutions to problems. Invite them to share their thoughts in meetings and recognize their contributions in front of the executives. And again, remember, you have to be patient and you have to be expecting to repeat this over and over and over again, because they're not going to start off trusting you or feeling safe. So you have to be patient with this and persistent. Next is to network and bring knowledge back to your team. And this is internal networking. Start by building back channels to other parts of the business. You want to learn as much as you can about how those organizations, how those other teams operate, and then bring that knowledge back to your people. You want to give them better visibility into how other people, other organizations in the company are operating. And this helps to remove the mystery that they might be feeling about how those other teams are working. Again, this is going to be something that will help to build trust with your team for you. And then remove frictions for other teams. As you're networking and you're getting this back channel connections with other people, inevitably you will discover frictions in those teams. And they're going to be frictions that your team can help to alleviate. Offer to help. And the other teams will usually appreciate it if they don't ask you first. Your team will be happier knowing that they are directly supporting other people in the company. And then make all this habit and just repeat it continuously. Because as you solve one layer of friction, something else is going to show up. I want to give a big shout out, thanks to Kaushike, and I hope I pronounced that name correctly. Apologize if I didn't. She was the one that actually asked me to create this video. And if you want more details, because there's always tons of details, feel free to DM me. I'm always happy to chat and help teams operate better. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you.